There he is. Obscured by the leaf. Let me move slightly forward. Aha! There we have the Woodland Kingfisher. They are back. They've been back for a few weeks already, but they've only started really making some noise in the last couple of days since the rain. Like our Wahlberg's eagle, they're also intra-African migrants that have come from the north down here to feast on our insects. They compete with a number of the bird species for prime real estate with regards to cavities in trees. And they are very loud. It's quite an easy sort of tale to know that if a bird is making a lot of noise, like a bird call, they're probably breeding, most likely. Otherwise, they don't use any noise. A lot of energy to call and to give away your position. Every time a bird calls, it makes itself available to a predator. So they do so at their peril, but they do so for the benefit that a territory provides them for their breeding youngsters. So we've spoken a lot about habitats and niches and all these sorts of things, but now some animals have got a seasonal niche where they'll actually completely migrate away from this area to go to an area of suitable food because this seasonality changes. They're coming down here to bulk up again and to boost themselves and to breed in optimum conditions. No idea, I'm not sure. There's a lot of similar organisms out there that are able to breed crossbreed with each other. But under natural conditions, these birds and most mammals generally leave each other alone. But if forced to in uncontrolled conditions, then very likely there is some crossbreeding. But birds, for the most part, there's been enormous amount of crossbreeding over the eons to get us to where we are now in the speciation. But that's where bird calls come in. All the differences in bird calls or plumage, whatever it might be, is what attracts the mate, the female, to the male, and vice versa, so as not to compete with each other. I was hoping he was going to make a noise for us. Natasha, welcome. I'm glad you're able to finally get the Kingfisher live. I've only had it once on camera since I've been back. We've had them flittering around a bit, but they soon will become very, very busy. I'd only predicted their arrival back around the 18th, and I think it was the 10th or the 12th. Mike got one already, the Priders, and then Chris got one somewhere around there. I can't remember, but it was early. I did anticipate them to be early, but I had said early this year, 18th. But we've had a really good season. Now we're sitting on the 24th, and they've started calling, but they're not really as vociferous as they can be. To the point where you're so excited for them to come back, and then by the middle of December, you're like, okay, guys, you can go again. You really are driving us nuts. McKay, well, this fellow has got a very bright blue plumage, so when he flies, As you might have noticed, oop, he's back again. Up. Something just landed in there. Yeah, up, up a bit. There we go. He caught an insect. Oh, what have you got? Oh, it's too quick. I remember one of my first drives in early January of 2018. I had 2 woodland kingfishers, and one caught a scorpion, which had fed to its mate. It's very chuffed with himself for catching the scorpion. Almost as chuffed as this fellow. I think there's a little bit of a feeler caught in the back of the throat. I could never be a bird. I got too much of a gag reflex. You see the things they put down their throat. Very, 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 very tricky. Even swallowing small little tablets sometimes is tricky. And these birds put entire grasshoppers down their throat with legs and antennae and carapaces and all sorts of scorpions, pincers and tails. It would really be tricky. And then that just sits in a little pouch below your throat where you wait to then deal with it at another point. It's a very interesting process. Okay, oh, what a lovely shake. Imagine being able to shake yourself like that. Oh, that would really get all the muscles going, hey? Every morning you get up and just give yourself one quick brrr. I think it would feel quite amazing if you didn't injure yourself. He's going to poo. Maybe not. He's looking for some food with very, very good eyesight.